A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this particular session, I'm going to be talking about a very important subject for today, and that is that masculine, the divine masculine, understands how to differentiate between genuine and fake, especially in the world of karmic, especially in the world of relationships, mother, father, love, everything. He has learned this. And why we speak a lot about masculine is because on this planet, the feminine collective can heal themselves. That's what I've been told. The feminines, they will do the inner work, they will go within because they are born with that factor. It is the masculine that needs hand holding or needs inspiration. And they can only take inspiration from their own feminine. So it has been noticed in all cases, like Shiva Shakti case, Ram Sita case, Radha Krishna, and we talk about them because they are the purest and the cardinal twin flames of every yuga. Every yuga has a cardinal twin flame, like the epitome of love, the most purest, innocent people who did everything possible, and for no twin flame it has been easy. So let me tell you right away, if anyone has given you hopes like twin flame is going to be this and that, a very romantic journey or that journey, this journey, then I want to be honest with you because I think honesty is the best policy. There is a big difference in romance and love. Love you will get in abundance in this journey. But romance is something that most twin flames, for most of them, it's not their cup of tea. Let me be honest with you. Alright? So basically, the masculine, once the masculine gets the lesson, once the masculine heals, a loop gets completed. Because first the feminine will heal, then getting inspiration from her and all the energy and all the tools that he needs, he will follow her path and then he will fix himself. So when the masculine says, and even within ourselves, we have masculine and feminine, and the masculine outside is actually reflection of the masculine within. Sometimes what happens is that the complete process takes time, but because the feminine has grown and she has healed the masculine within herself, a lot of people around her, all those people who are masculines or male in gender, they will reflect a big change in the way they treat her, in the way they handle her, how much they respect her, how much they support her. All of that also shifts a lot. So she gets a lot of support during that time and she gets a lot of confidence. It could be possible that at that point in time she can also attract a life partner or a soulmate situation. So what happens with the person who's like the twin flame or the person, we have to consider this fact that they can be friends. They can even become best friends later on, which would look very like highly unlikely in some cases, but they can. Or they will come into harmony, which means they will start talking, they will start meeting again, they will start sharing their hearts out and they will heal each other's wound. And she will be very smart. By this time, she will know which man is full of lust and which man is not. Because there are lots of people who are spiritual fuckboys. And I personally know a few of them. And I tell them on their faces also that you are simply a spiritual fuckboy because you use this spiritual language just to get into bed with people. They will say all wonderful things, all amazing things. They probably must be stalking you, or they must be listening to you somewhere. They could be reading your own quotes, and they would be based on that experimenting and thinking, okay, if I say this to her, she'll get attracted to me. But you have to look at their lifestyle, not their talks. If a guy tells you, oh yeah, I am a very spiritual man, then you have to look at the time he wakes up, the time he sleeps, what he eats, what he drinks, what type of, I'm going to tell you, you have to look at people's life, but in a very detached way and a very smart way, okay? So then when the feminine is very good with these things, like she can like really in an instant figure out who's genuine and who's fake, and she knows how to enjoy her life. She knows that men have a certain, if she's a woman, okay, that women should know that men are equally important and they have a purpose in her life, the male energy. And the same thing has to happen with the man. Now, in some cases, men are born with feminine energy and women are born with masculine energy. And they have done this on purpose actually. And if you look at their horoscopes, if you look at their star signs, you will see that there are clearly two polar energies, two very strong polar energies. She could have a very strong sun placement in her horoscope, but at the same time she could be, say for example, a Virgo. She could be born under the Virgo sign. So that will make her extremely, first of all, such people would have a lot of inner work in their horoscope, and plus they will be also very feminine, because Virgos are like the most feminine of all. They are, in Hindi we call them Kanya only, Kanya Rashi. But having the other masculine star sign, not just star sign, sorry, the planets, and they are placed in certain way that gives her a lot of masculine energy. So she would want to make her own money, she would want to have strong career, she would be very extremely independent, she would not want to be depending on other people, even men for that matter. She could be also a provider in her family and things like that. And if it's a man, so men and women have to both make money. First of all, please understand, they both have to be independent, they both have to take care of themselves first, and followed by this, then they need to put their energy into a dedicated mission. So to reach all of these stages, there are a couple of stages that I will explain to you guys, but not in this session, in some other session. Here it is very important to know that masculine eventually learns what is true love and what is false love and fake love. So he looks at the feminine now in a very respectful manner, and he thinks, and he's sure about it. It's not like this time it will be on and off. As per the channeling, I'm being told that he eventually learns. Like there are so many cases where we know that in a husband-wife relationship, the husband is a very bad person and he's torturing the woman, and that's like a normal thing. In society we see people are very patriarchal by nature. But there are also very genuine cases where a man is very nice, he's a very good person, he's very decent, he's very loving, he's very caring, very understanding, very patient, but his girlfriend or his wife, because of his lack of you can say certain things that he cannot understand based on the journey he's had, he lives with a very toxic woman in his life, who could be a toxic wife, toxic mother, toxic sister, or toxic girlfriend, or life partner is obviously the most important. And this toxic woman becomes like his enemy. Her only job in the life is to compete with him, to bring him down, to tell the world how horrible he is, to basically always be in some kind of a evil competition with him, where she wants to prove to the world and to herself that she is better and he depends on her. She's this very mean kind of a person. Despite being a life partner, despite being someone who's closest to him, she is the first one to pull him down. And then she creates proxy children, which means she will train the children and she will coach the children in such a way that even if the man is very nice, the children will follow her footsteps, and they will also start treating him disrespectfully and give him a lot of pain. Now this can also be replicated via mother and proxy children. So these type of women are hugely narcissistic women, and they have no empathy or no regard for other people's hard work and other people's goodness.